Hey sports fans, currently there are 11 arenas across the United States and Canada that host both an NBA and an NHL team. When I travel for sports, I love finding opportunities to watch both teams in action on the same trip. I got the opportunity to do this in Detroit, as over a spring weekend I visited Little Caesars Arena on consecutive nights to watch the Red Wings and the Pistons in action. I was thrilled to have the chance to watch both hockey and basketball in Detroit, so let's go. If you're new to this channel, my name is Ed and I chronicle all my sports travels on my website, Itinerant Fan. It has guides to all the stadiums of the major American sports leagues, plus some college stadiums and even some major venues around the world. Check it out sometime if you're into traveling for sports. The city of Detroit makes it easy on visiting sports fans by concentrating all of its major sports venues in the central city. And that includes its hockey and basketball venue, Little Caesars Arena. The building occupies a prime spot along busy Woodward Avenue, and notably it's a short walk from the city's other two big sports venues, Comerica Park, home of baseball's Detroit Tigers, as well as Ford Field, home to the Detroit Lions of the NFL. Much of Detroit's entertainment and nightlife can be found in this area too, such as the historic Fox Theater and the Fillmore concert venue. If you're visiting the Motor City for sports, you'll likely find yourself staying downtown, in which case getting to Little Caesars Arena is fairly simple. Just take a stroll and get yourself to Woodward Avenue, and you're bound to see some interesting cityscapes along the way in this vibrant city. There is a public transportation option if you need it. The Q line is a light rail line that runs in both directions along Woodward Avenue, with a stop in front of Little Caesars Arena. You can use it to get to the arena from the riverfront area, and it was free to ride as of the summer of 2025. I had seen a Red Wings game here once before, back in 2018, but I hadn't seen the Pistons here yet, so I was excited for a chance to get inside again and see what the experience was like. Walking into Little Caesars Arena feels a little bit like entering a futuristic mall. A really wide concourse is filled with all sorts of tributes to the Red Wings and their long history. Don't miss the statues located along the main concourse of three Red Wings legends and Hockey Hall of Famers, Gordie Howe, Ted Lindsay, and Alex Del Vecchio. Keep in mind that it was the Red Wings ownership that made the decision to build Little Caesars Arena, so it feels every bit like their home. I'll dive into what that means for the Pistons a little later in the video. Anyway, there is plenty of entertainment on the concourse too, like this drum line. I went to this game with two friends who are Detroit area natives, and we treated ourselves a bit with seats in the mezzanine level, which is the middle of the three main seating levels here. So we had a great view for what turned out to be a good night for the Red Wings, who at the time were pushing for a playoff berth in this late stage of the regular season. We also got numerous chances to see what's perhaps the most no-frills goal celebration in the NHL, which I think is rather refreshing. Oh, and did I mention it was Tigers night? The Tigers mascot, Paws, was on hand to lend support to the Wings. During one of the intermissions, we made sure to walk around the concourses a little bit and see more of the Red Wings regalia on display. I especially like this tribute to one of the team's previous home arenas, the Olympia, complete with an original sign from the old building. Overall, I really liked the experience of seeing a Red Wings game here. They did a good job honoring the history and tradition of one of the NHL's original 6 franchises, while also blending in all the creature comforts that help drive fans to come to games in this modern age. I'd only have to wait less than 24 hours to see how they dress this arena up for basketball. Just like the previous night, there seemed to be an air of excitement around this Pistons game. Perhaps it was because it was Saturday, or that the Pistons were well on their way to the playoffs, but there was certainly an upbeat mood among fans entering this game. If you look around, there are quite a few areas where the Pistons franchise's history is honored, and of course they stand out a little bit more when it's a Pistons home game versus a Red Wings game. However, you still notice these tinges of red around that sort of reinforce the feeling that this is the Wings' home first. For this game I sat higher up, in the 200 level, aka the upper deck. My view of the court and the video board were just fine, but if you're in the uppermost rows, the video board is going to be cut off by the gondola that rings the top of the arena. Instead, there are small monitors that show what would otherwise be seen on the video board. Otherwise, I felt that this was a great atmosphere for basketball. I couldn't help but notice these little innovations at each end of the court, with perhaps less than desirable end spaces at court level turned into premium spaces. I'm sure they're out of my price range, but I was impressed with the creativity. After an entertaining first half, I made it a point to get up and explore more of the concourses, as well as do something I hadn't done the night before, grab myself something to eat. As you can imagine, Little Caesars Pizza has a big presence here, and judging by the lines I saw, is very popular. I also like this walk-in market concept on the main concourse. And of course, there's no shortage of bar spaces and places to buy a beer. But since I was in Detroit, I thought I'd get a taste of a signature item in the city, the coney, basically a version of the chili dog. And while it was definitely tasty, it was certainly a chore to film and eat at the same time. Quite messy. The Pistons would go on to lose this game, but I don't think it dampened the enthusiasm of Detroit basketball fans on this night. And for me, I was super glad to have had the chance to see what Little Caesars Arena is like for both of its home teams. Whether you like one sport over the other or just want to see a good game on the road, Detroit's a great spot for a sports trip, and Little Caesars Arena is well worth the visit. Have you seen an event at Little Caesars Arena, or are you planning to visit Detroit for sports in the near future? If so, let me know. Leave a like or a comment below, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel because we'll be making a lot more stadium and travel videos like this one. And if you're looking for more video on other major cities or sports venues, head to itinerantfan.com. Thanks for watching, and happy travels!